So in this tutorial, we are going to be designing a calculator. Alright, so let's create our file here, our HTML file. I'm going to be naming this I calculate.html, and let me run this, and let me change the name to I calculate. Okay. Let me link a CSS file to it, and let me copy this. Sorry, Ctrl Z. Let me copy this. So I will use it to create my CSS file here. Okay, so this is my CSS file and this is my HTML file. Alright, so the CSS is already linked to the HTML file, as you can see. So yeah, let me create a div and let me give it a class name. Let's say calculator, and yeah, an input field to hold the outputs, and let me say another div for buttons. Okay, now let me give the buttons. Let's just see. Okay, Control C, 1 2 4. Okay, I'm going to make I want the buttons to be 4 by 4. So 1 2 3 4. Let me separate this so that I'll be seeing it clearly. Okay, so let me give them some values. Let me say this should be divide, multiplication. Let me use this. Okay, and this for backspace. Okay, then let's come down here. Let me paste. Okay, let me say here I have dots. Here I have 0. Let's say here I have 1 2 3. Here 4 5 6 7 8. Cancel 7 8 9. Okay, then let me say I have let's put equal to let's say here addition, subtraction. Okay, I think we are good to go. So I'm going to call all these classes. We have calculator, we have test, we have buttons. Okay, so dot calculator, dot test, dot buttons. Okay, for this let me say the display should be grid. So it's going to make this in a grid, in a sort of grid container, as you can see. Okay, then the grid template hyphen column should repeat, and 4 per column. Okay, or 4 per column, 1 2 3 4. Okay, I want the buttons to be 4 per column, so let's say 4 inside here, so 4. Then there should be no space. All right, okay, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, If you want it to be 5, you can change it to 5. It's going to give you 5 buttons in a column. Okay, 5 buttons. Okay, so just see this as 5 columns. All right, so 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want 6 columns, you specify 6. All right. Okay, if we need a okay, let's leave that. Let me go back to 4. Then for the gap, let's give it a gap of let's say 10 pixels. Okay, I think 10 pixels is okay. No, let's say 30. Let's say 20. Okay. Let me look at it again. Okay, button. Okay. Now the element itself, button. Now what this does is that it's going to make what this display grid does is that it's going to make all the elements that is inside to be in a sort of a grid like container. Alright, sort of a grid like container. Let me say the button should be, let me say the width. Let's say the width should be, let's say 30 pesos. Let's see the height, let's see 30 pesos also. All right, okay, so let's change the gap to 10. Now what this gap does is that it's going to give it a gap round about both the row and the column. So there will be a gap this row side here, as you can see each of the rows, and there will also be a gap on this column side. So there's going to be a gap in the row side and in the column side also. So that is what this gap does. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's remove the border. None. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, all right. So I think let's increase the weight a little bit, and let's say the weight should be 50. Let's see. I think 50 is somehow now much. Let's say 40. Okay. For the input field also, input. Let's say the width also 40 pesos. Let's see. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's make the input field read only, so user will not be able to type anything on it. Okay. Okay. All right. I think there's no class there that there is tests. So let's see. Okay. Let me add a transition effect. Let's say 1 sec. Let me see. Wow. Okay. So let me say color. Let me say background. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use this color here as the background here, and I'm going to use the background here as the color here. All right. So let me copy this, and yeah, let me paste it. Sorry. Why here? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake right now. Okay. Why here? The background should be, let's say, white. And let's see. And we should also give it a border. Okay. 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 Let me go to the input. Okay. So you can leave only a single line. That is the border bottom. Or if you don't like this style, you can just remove all this. All right. You can just remove all this. Okay. So let me change this back. Let me type inside and let me check something. Okay, so let's work on the inside. Okay, you can say the color should be white. So let's see. Okay, okay, okay. I think this is or let's add a hover effect to this. Let's add a hover effect to the input field. So let's see. Let's say 1.1 transition. Let's say and let's add a margin. Okay, or I can remove this and okay. So look at it, and it's just the code here. Okay. All right.